We are down at the river today, and today we are going to be using some custom painted lures that I was actually sent from a subscriber. These things look absolutely awesome. We've got some bluegill swim baits, we've got a topwater, and we've got some crankbaits. They are all super custom. None of these have ever been repeated before, and we're gonna go out here to this beautiful river and see if we can land some bass on these things. The river is a little high. It's not as clear as I would like for it to be, but I think we're gonna be able to still catch some fish. I'm super excited for today. Let's go ahead and take a look at these lures, figure out which one we wanna throw first. So we have 6 different lure selections today. Like I said, we have this topwater right here, which is a rat style bait, and it's actually a plopper, so it's gonna make a lot of surface commotion and that bait is going to float. We also have 3 square bill crankbaits, all with a little bit of different colors. We've got one that's a little bit lighter, we've got one that looks really exactly like a bluegill, and then we've got another one that is a lot darker. And then we have 2 bluegill swim baits. I would not classify these as big swim baits, but they are pretty good sized swim baits, and they are both painted like bluegill. And I think that any of these baits in this tackle box today are gonna be able to get eaten. But what we are going to start off with is going to be this little blue crankbait right here. Forgive me if I don't get all these colors right because I am super colorblind, if you guys did not know. But we're gonna start off with this bad boy right here, and then we're probably gonna cycle through some of these today and figure out which one the fish want the most. As far as today's rod and reel setup goes, I have a Lew's Mock Crush combo here. This is a 7-foot medium heavy. It is a great versatile rod, and I've actually got some 20-pound fluorocarbon on here. It's not gonna be great for that topwater bait, but for those crankbaits, it is really good in this river because these rocks are so aggressive and so sharp. If not, your line will break. This is our setup for the day. Let's go ahead and get out there and see if we can't catch a bass. All right, so we are gonna start off with this little square bill right here. This is just a really natural bluegill pattern. And this is probably my favorite out of all of the ones that were painted. This is probably my favorite. And the water's looking pretty good. It's still clear. It's not as clear as I would like for it to be, but it's still clear. And we're experimenting around right now with some new spots. I haven't really fished down this way very much, and we're gonna give it a shot and see. I think a lot of these fish are going to be near this moving water since it's so hot, but honestly the water's really not that hot. I mean, it's pretty cool, so I don't really know where they're going to be. We're just going to have to hook a couple and then figure them out and then start repeating whatever we do to catch them. So dang, just like that, first cast hung. I got it out though. There should be some sitting right here. I think this is a little bit deeper, right below some moving water. And there should be some just sitting down here ambushing. At least I would think so. Oh, we got one, yes! I thought I felt the fish, he's barely hooked. Oh, he's barely hooked. Oh, don't come off. Don't come off. You're my first fish of the day. No, come here. I mean, barely hooked. Come here. Oh, now he got stuck in the twig. No, he just came off. I knew it. He's barely hooked. He just got me on that little twig right there, and then he came off. Dang it, man. That was our first fish of the day. First one on the subscriber custom painted crankbait. That was cool at least. He just didn't get the hooks all the way. Oh, I got one. That's a good one. Oh, that's a good one. I could feel that one thump it, man. I hope it. Oh, it's a mudfish. Oh gosh. No. That's a big old mudfish. Goodness gracious, buddy. I don't know what to do. Oh, he's coming for me. He's coming for me. I mean, that's a big old mudfish. I don't know how good of hooked he is. I'm hoping that he'll just pull off. I just don't know if that's gonna happen. Quit, you're almost off. Okay, he's off. Get out of here. I don't want you to bite me or something. One time I actually pulled one of those things out of a hole. A lot of people are saying it was fake, but I promise you it is 100% real. Noah was there. It was so real. We could see it splashing around in a hole. And I went and pulled him out of the hole. All right, so we're tied up again. I guess we're gonna make another cast. That was a far cast too, let me tell you. I'm working my way towards this big, deep, open hole down here I've never fished. I just saw 2 or 3 fish just come up and splash down there. So I think we're gonna be able to absolutely smoke them down there. I just gotta get my way down there. It's kind of difficult walking today, not gonna lie, because the water's not super clear. I mean, it's still clear enough, but whenever I walk, I'm dusting everything up. And then I just have to feel around for where to step. So I'm stepping on rocks and probably fish and turtles and whatever else is under this water. Oh gosh, I think it's another bowfin. Or a big bass. Oh, it's a bass, but I foul hooked him. Oh, I foul hooked him in the back. He must have missed it. Hey, still counts though. I was say, that thing felt big, dude. There we go. Well, first bass of the day. He must have just missed it. He swiped at it and missed it. But at least we finally landed one after that other one came off. Not a big dude, but hey, this bass. See ya. I don't even know why he bit. I'm literally reeling the crankbait against the current. You're not supposed to do that, but he ate it anyways, so we'll take it. Oh gosh, my shins are gonna be dead. That hurts. It's like you slip while you're on a rock, and then your shin goes straight into a different rock. You need to start wearing body armor when I come do this. Let me tell you, you want to put your body to the test, go hop in a creek or a river. You're going to put it to the test. Dadgummit. It's like wire. Yeah, it's wire. Or a vine. It's a vine. That's so stupid. Oh, I got one. Oh, it's a bass. It's a good one. I thought I should get bit over there. Please don't get hung. Dude, oh, he's still on there. Oh no, we're gonna have to go in for a rescue mission. He's taking me under a log. Okay, he came out, he came out, he came out. And we've got the log with it. Oh no, don't hook me. Don't hook me. Oh, we got him. Dang, look at that little dude. He is fat as can be. All right, we gotta get out our handy dandy pliers again. There we go. That's probably the biggest one I've landed today. He's super fat. They're just still really small. I feel like the water's just too shallow for the big ones, so we just gotta find that real deep hole. And I think it's right down here. I think, but I don't really know. Sorry about the view. I'm about in the water, so not really too much I can do about that, because it's getting deep, buddy. Let me tell you. getting real deep. There we go, another mudfish, dude. This one's even bigger. Daggum. Well, he's not bigger. He's about the same size. Man, I've never caught so many mudfish on a crankbait before. They really like this color, I can tell you that. Gosh, dude. Stop it right now. Okay, go away. Dang. I'm not throwing this on the right line at all, but we're just gonna kind of roll with it. Oh, that's gonna get smoked. Oh. No, he missed it. He missed it. No. No, that was the first bite on it. No. Okay, so we've made it to our spot. Last time I was up here, I actually caught 5 out of this small little pool right here. And I can see there's a lot of bluegill. It's not clear enough to where I can actually see the bass like I did last time, but we're gonna throw around. I think there should be a couple in here. If there's bluegill in here, I'm assuming there's gonna be a couple bass with them. And I actually might see a small one right now. So I don't know if they will hit this top water, but we're gonna try it first. If we have to, we can resort to something else, but let's go ahead, give it a shot, see if we can't catch one out of this small little puddle right here. We're gonna give it a shot with this thing. I've never caught a super big one out of here. I did catch one that was like 1.5 pounds one time, but that was probably a month or 2 ago. So I have no idea if there's even any bass in here right now, much less any that are gonna wanna eat this thing. But I feel like if they're in here, I should have already got bit, because that first cast was a good cast. Oh my gosh. Dude, I just found a whole skull off of a buck, and it is a big buck. How has nobody seen this? Literally the whole skull. The whole skull, dude. This is a solid 8-pointer. I was wondering why it stunk so bad. Look at that. I just found a whole skull. That is nuts. The body is a bit too graphic to show on YouTube, but check this out. We just found a legit deer. This is coming home with me, man. That is so cool. I've never found one of these while I've been fishing, and that's a big one too. All right, so we were literally just fishing over there. I could smell something. It smelled terrible. I was like, man, what is that? I turned around, started to come this way, and we found this buck right here. This thing has not been dead for long. It actually still has velvet on its antlers, and the carcass over there, which I can't really show, is actually pretty torn up. But that is so cool. I've seen where people have found deer before while they've been fishing, but it has never happened to me. And it finally happened, so that's super cool. And I'm actually gonna take this thing home because you can never have enough deer skulls and enough antlers. So hey, might as well. We gotta clean this thing up though. And we're gonna still do a little bit of fishing. We gotta figure out how we're gonna put this thing on my backpack, but we're gonna do it somehow. Well, I couldn't find a way to secure this thing to my backpack, and I don't wanna put it in there because it stinks. So we got a deer head in one hand, got a fishing rod in the other. And we're gonna walk over here and we're gonna cast on this spot because it looks really good. I feel like I've fished here before. That rock moves, but I don't really know, I can't remember. So we're gonna go over here and we're gonna give it a shot. Okay, and it is day 2 of actually using these custom painted lures that I was sent from a subscriber. We're actually at the pond today. Yesterday we were in a creek, today we're at the pond. I actually have 2 ponds that I have access to right here. We're gonna start off in this one that has a lot more grass and vegetation in it, and if we can't get bit here, we will work our way up towards the other pond. But I've got 2 baits on today. We've got the same top water that we were throwing at the end of the day yesterday, and then we also have one of the bluegill swim baits tied on. Both of these are on Mock Crush combos. This is a 7.3 heavy combo with braided line, and this is a 7-foot medium heavy with 20-pound fluorocarbon. So let's go ahead and start throwing these things around. It's kind of stormy out here today. It's been overcast off and on all day. The wind's been blowing. It just really hasn't been a super nice day. The nice thing about it though is it is cool. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna throw the top water around It's not really the best time of the day for topwater. I normally like that in the mornings or afternoons, but since we have some cloud cover, we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna throw it. I think we can still get some fish to commit to it. So let's go ahead, get to it. Topwater time it is. I don't really know how hung this thing is gonna get. We've definitely got some grass, but we're gonna try it. Oh, got that one. That's a good one too. Yeah. He's a skinny guy. Real skinny. And no hook. No hook. I don't know. We have successfully completed the topwater. Got one on a square bill and one on a topwater. I threw the swim bait around a couple casts, but it doesn't seem to swim right, and I think that's because the paint might be in the joints a little bit, so it really can't give it that full motion. We might try to throw it a little bit more, but it definitely doesn't give the action I don't think it's supposed to, so we'll see. Kind of really just want to catch some on topwater though. Oh my gosh, that was cool. Oh, that was really cool. He just smoked it right near the bank. That is a dark colored fish too. This one is more healthy looking than that other one was. Not as big as that last one, but he's more healthy, that's for sure. He was sitting in that grass. He's so dark, that's how you can tell. He's been sitting in this grass. And he smoked it right here at my feet. That was a really cool bite. This is my favorite spot on the whole pond, is down here. Oh, yep, that's why. That was cool. I could see him come eat it. He was sitting in that bush. He came right out and smoked it. That was a super cool bite. I mean, that fish literally just came out of nowhere and absolutely smoked it. He was sitting right there in that bush. I watched him swim out. The water's so clear I could see him come out and eat the bait. That was like a really cool bite. Well, 3 fish is all that we could come up with, and every single one of them was on that topwater rat lure, which is pretty cool. They weren't big, but they were decent little fish, and topwater bites are still fun, regardless of how big the bass is, or whatever fish it is. It's still fun either way. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Huge shout out to the guy who actually sent me these baits. I don't think that he's gonna want me to mention his name, so I'm not going to, but he knows who he is. He watches all my videos. Huge supporter of the channel. Thank you so much. If you guys do want to do something like this, where you send me stuff in the mail, let me know in the comments down below, and I might set up a PO box. That way you guys can send me some stuff. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for supporting the channel. We will catch you guys in the next one. ADUB out.